and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna, if you don't know me, and I'm gonna try and get on this weekly vlog grind. I have been a bit inactive, a little bit of personal stuff that I'm not gonna get into, but I thought I'd come back and vlog little snippets throughout the week and then post it at the end of the week. And let's see if that sticks. We'll see. But I went grocery shopping just before, went to ICA and Lidl, and I'm gonna show you what I bought. My battery is running low, so I'm gonna kind of speed run through this. But yes, let's go into the grocery haul. Went to a few other stores, picked up a few little things. So from Willie's, I bought some vitamin C tablet. I know it's just glorified pee, but it helps to get a bit more vitamin C, especially when it's snowing and cold outside. And then I bought for my fiance some, what is this? I mean, it's body, face, and hair wash. So the 3-in-1 kind of stuff, but I think you just use it as a body wash, so it's okay. Then also, I did buy some, yep, they are the sugar-free peach Red Bulls. It's a little pick-me-up if I need them. I don't drink this every day, but just in case I need it. Then frozen lasagna. I went grocery shopping and I'm hungry, so just something quick to put in the microwave. And then two packs of dumplings. These are chicken dumplings. So this is a nice meal, also with the fried rice with meal prep. Some chives and some bagels, which just for my fiance, he enjoys bagels with avocado and egg and sriracha and chives. So got that for him. Now let's move on to the little stuff. We have 2 big bags. In the first bag we have some little crackers, snacks, some steak bites. Want to try them, they look cool. Some dried mango, because I've really been loving dried mango. Pick up another bag. Some pudding, chocolate pudding. Got 4 of those. 2, 3. Oh, there's the other one. Got some frozen peas, meal prep for the fried rice. And then some Coke Zero for the fiance. Some, Sprite Zero for me. And some Monsters for my fiance, because he's a chef and he has long days, early mornings, so this is his pick-me-up. The angle, it's kind of terrible because we've got the ventilator, but I will be moving soon, so, well, in like 3 months, so we're gonna have a whole new setup. I'll take you along for the moving vlogs. Definitely subscribe if you want to keep up to date with all those moving vlogs. And yes, let's get on with the second bag. So this one, it is Willie's, but I use it for little. So first was on top was some eggs for the fried rice and also for breakfast and different things. Some Vanish spray, everyday stains. Then we have some green onions, some steak, flank steak to put in the fried rice. And then we have some chicken, which we're gonna put in a soup, because I've been loving soups when the weather is cold. Then we have some rice, some green beans, carrots, white onions, and potatoes, also some various things. So the little stuff came to 640 crowns, which I'll put in the conversion somewhere around here. But yes, it's a grocery haul for the week. Tuesday, and it's about lunchtime. Today, my fiance meal prepped, well, yeah, yesterday he actually meal prepped some fried rice, and I need a little pick-me-up. So let's do a bit of ASMR. So yeah, bon appetit. Just gonna get ready to catch up with some friends tonight. Go to a bar that has like video games and things like that instead. It's gonna be super fun. Don't mind me. I do have my ring, it's just not on me right now. But for those of you wondering, well, I don't know if anyone's wondering because I'm not that famous. But instead of dry shampoo, I use, if it's gonna, yeah, there we go. I use baby powder because it's basically the same product, but it's much cheaper. It doesn't have all those harmful things in it, the laundry list of things. So I kind of just put some in my hands. I know it looks a bit suspicious, but it's just baby powder. And then I just put it in my hair. Albeit, it does only work for blondes because otherwise it looks like grey hair. But I just take it, kind of massage it into my hair, my scalp and everything. Basically the only ingredient is talcum powder, I guess. I bought this, yeah, oh yeah. Ingredient is talc and a bit of parfum. So yes, I did buy this in the Czech Republic, so it's all in other languages. But yes, that's what I do for my hair on the second day because my hair is very thin and it gets greasy very quickly. So just rub that in, let it sit and soak for a little bit, and then I kind of brush it out. Might use a bit of this sea salt spray as well to like give it a bit of more texture. But yeah, that's the plan. And I'll see you when I get changed because right now, oops, jumper, leggings, and whoops, let me figure out, new socks. So that's wonderful. It's a bit chaotic. That's my life. So. So the mascara I use currently, I can change it just whenever it gets out, but is the L'Oreal Volume Millions Lashes. Is it gonna, I don't know, so get used to this. But Volume Millions Lashes waterproof mascara is wonderful. And then just a cheap little eyelash curler because for those of you who also have very thin hair and blonde hair and eyelashes, it's basically looks like you have no eyelashes. Also, hot take, why do men always have the cutest eyelashes? Like the best, like darkest, richest, most voluminous, I would say, eyelashes. Riddle me that. But yeah, anyways, let's go pick out an outfit and then I'll take you along with me to the bar. And the lighting, it's not very great, but top thrifted, I think in Portugal. And then these black pants from Target in Australia when I went back. I still don't have my ring, need to get that. And just some body spray, burnt sugar. Again, why isn't it? Oh no. There we go. MK Beauty burnt sugar body spray. So yeah, that's the fit. Let's just figure out what I want to do with my hair. And then we'll be good to go. So this is the sea salt spray from Balea from DM. Great store. Sadly we don't have it in Sweden. But then what I do is I just scrunch my hair. It kind of gives it a bit more texture, a bit more of the, like I do have a bit of a texture in my hair already, so kind of just brings that out a bit more. It's a bit more volume. And then yeah, that is basically what I do with my hair. Not much, to be honest. But that's it. That's the hair. The minimal makeup. Yeah. Don't make me dance. I'll see you. Still trying to figure out this camera. But this one, which I got from my sister-in-law and brother for Christmas, I think. I mean, that was 2022, I think. Shoes I bought in Dykman, I think, in Prague. That was basically the week of lockdown. So, a long time ago, but great black heel. I want to get some more shoes because I'm kind of running out of shoes. But some nice heels, a scarf to keep warm, which I actually bought off my friend who was decluttering, getting rid of some stuff. And coat was from a brand called Simple, but I also bought it, I think at a store called Half Price in Prague. So, this is the outfit. I feel a little bit put together, a little bit nice, because most of the time I've been home, and especially last week, in leggings and a hoodie. So, the outfit is giving a stylish, like, inspector. Detective. Shoes and bag, which I will put a phone for my camera. That's about it. I need to grab my keys as well. But let's go out, because just because it's snowing outside doesn't mean you need to be inside all day. Just finished class. Now I'm gonna go meet my fiance. We're gonna have some date night because he's working tomorrow. Life of dating / being engaged to a chef. So, yeah. Valentine's Day. It's the 14th, it's a Saturday. My fiance's at work and I thought I'd surprise him by making a carrot cake because we've been talking about it for a little bit. So, just gonna go to the store, got my little list here, and yeah, come with me to make a carrot cake, do a little bit of wedding planning. I have a little whiteboard / big whiteboard over there that I'm gonna do a bit of a plan for the wedding. So yes, come along with me as I do that. Then the rest of the day I'll probably be editing this video that you'll see tomorrow, hopefully, if all goes well. We'll go up on the 15th. Back from the grocery store. Still trying to figure out how to like do this whole vlogging thing in public. But so I didn't actually film in the store, but I have a haul. So first thing, I got some walnuts for the carrot cake. It was cheaper to actually get it in the pick and mix style thing rather than buy the mix. Weirdly enough, always check the unit price. Then I got, as part of my Valentine's present for my fiance, got some little, it's gonna focus maybe not. Well, you get the gist. The little tubes, which I'm gonna put into the jar. So that is also just a little thing for him. Then I bought some stuff that I need for the carrot cake. Some butter, some more cinnamon, some, and I'm sorry for the sniffles. I don't know, is it just me? Or does anyone else sneeze when they go into the sunlight? And I haven't seen sunlight for a while because it's Sweden and it's winter. So ignore the allergies and the sniffles, please. Thank you. Icing sugar. Then some cream cheese. And an energy, because why not? Obviously, wouldn't be carrot cake without some carrots. And some vanilla. And we didn't have any regular, just like vegetable oil, rapeseed oil. So that's the haul. And now let's make this cake. So, time for carrot cake, and yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm getting new at this, but let me know if I should do more content like this. Let me know if you like this setup. Did a bit of reconstructing or revamping the kitchen. So this table's not normally here, but I thought this would be perfect. It's just a little low. But anyways, first of all, carrots. I don't know, it says 4 cups. I don't actually know how many that is, so maybe I'll just do like the whole bag and then we'll figure it out from there. So, first of all, I have a bowl to put the ends and the peels in, and then I have a bowl to grate the carrots. So first, just gonna cut all the tops and tails off of them. Maybe I'll move this out way so we can all see it. But this is the cake. Let's make, it's been a while since I've actually made carrot cake. So we'll see how that goes. A little bit hectic. That's always how it is, isn't it? Anyways, going to just top and tail. Peel them. But I'll speed that up so it's not too much at all, because it does take quite a while. So okay, I'm just gonna continue doing this and I'll come back. So carrots, bowl. This is just an IKEA grater, but I think it will do a great job. I know. But I like this one because it has blades or the teeth going both ways. So it makes it a lot quicker to grate, actually. So I'm just gonna go through and grate all of the carrots, basically. And I'll be with you when I get back. I'll get back into this once that's done. So, 4 cups grated carrot. Also, I will post the link to the recipe I'm actually using down below. So, now we're gonna just chop up the walnuts while we have the chopping board and knife out. It's all going the same thing anyway. It doesn't really matter. So, just gonna chop it up into some chunks. And we'll need about 1.5 cups. So like 1 cup apparently in the mixture and then 1/2 cup for the top. So just a really rough chop. Honestly, it doesn't need to be too perfect. I kind of like a bit of texture variance in mine, so it's really up to you. And I like to be generous with it as well because I do like the texture and everything. So is, yeah, it was sort of rough. Chop, really. It doesn't matter too much. So I'm just gonna put it in this little cup here because I'm not truly measuring. So just do a little rough. Up this way. Remember to keep your fingers out of the way, especially because this is one of my fiance's knives. It's very sharp, so I don't really want to get cut. Because, yeah, it hurts a lot. So, okay, it's about 1 cup. I'm making a mess everywhere, but it's okay because I cut it up. Fill this cup up with the chopped walnuts. Also, I realized just before we hit 50 subscribers, so that's really fun. So thank you all for sticking around. I know it doesn't sound like a big amount, but I'm very happy, honestly, because it's 50 people chose to subscribe. And honestly, I can't thank you guys enough for sticking around and supporting me with this new journey. So if you haven't already, please join us. My next milestone is 100. And so if we can hit 100 subscribers by, let's say, April, that would be absolutely wonderful. So, yeah. Also, comment down below what your favorite food to make is. If it's sweet, if it's savory, if it's a mixture of both. So let me know some nice recipes and maybe I'll try some. But yeah, please let me know if you like these cooking videos because I honestly love it. And especially because I really would love to own a bakery one day. Just putting it out there. I would love a bakery. So, now walnuts are done. Now I can actually get into mixing stuff together. Okay, so now I got a big bowl, which actually I found at a thrift store. So, very happy for that. Yep, spent 40 crowns on it. So, I'm gonna use this giant bowl, which is like 3 times the size of my head. And we're going to mix together first our dry ingredients. So, let's just, nope, fix it, nope, grams. That's what we want. So first off, we need 250 grams of just regular sugar. Go. And then we need 160 grams of brown sugar. Again, I'll link this recipe that I'm using down below. So what is it? Well, no, I'll just zero it out so I don't mess up. Okay. 160 brown sugar. I prefer to do everything in grams. Maybe it's just because I'm dating a chef that enjoys a more precise measurement. Nope. Yeah, 160. Then we're gonna need oil. We're gonna need 1.25 cups of oil. So, oops, let's figure out how to open this. Right here. So, because I don't want to dirty 2 types of cups, so I'm just going to do 5 1/4 cups to make 1 1/4. And then we're going to do 4 eggs, so I think we can take this away for now. And we're going to crack 4 eggs. I'm just going to use this little bowl just to make sure that, yeah, I don't get a whole bunch of shell. So these are quote unquote the wet ingredients. And then we're going to give it a good mix. Add the dry ingredients. Add the carrot and the walnuts. Mix it up. Let it bake in, I'm going to do a double layer cake. So I have 2 springform pans behind me that I'm going to also grease and line with some baking paper, parchment paper. I'm from Australia, if you couldn't understand, if you didn't know. So some of the things I say might just be the Australian version. Oops, that was just a door slamming from the compost. Some words may be different. So yes, if I say something not the way you would say it, don't mind me. Okay, so now we have the eggs, the brown sugar, the white sugar, and the oil in here. Just gonna use a handy dandy little whisk and just whisk it up so it's all combined. Definitely want to get a better whisk because this one is kind of falling apart a little bit and it's not very reliable, especially because I am quite rigorous with this, so It's very, it feels like it's gonna break any second, so. That's all combined. Now we're gonna move on to the dry ingredients. Where's that little plate that we can use this little plate? Oh, this one. Okay, now back with the scale. We're gonna use, what do we need? We need 280 grams all-purpose flour, 2 a bit much. Yep, there we go. It's okay, I just took it from the top, we did the touch. And it's my own personal kitchen, so yeah. Okay, then we need our teaspoon measure. Freaking, this one, yeah. I'm gonna need baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, which is also bicarb soda, if you didn't know. So 2 teaspoons baking soda. Just need to run and grab baking powder. You're also going to do 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, which I have a brand new one. So let's just quickly open it. Oops, that's not going to work. 2 teaspoons ground cinnamon. I honestly am one of those people, I don't mind if it's a little over. And I also have a little bit of clove powder that I'm gonna add. Just a little, let's say like a 1/4 teaspoon cloves. And what's the last thing? Some salt, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we're just gonna mix until combined. Oopsies. Then, ooh, it smells so good. And then, now it's getting quite thick. So we're going to switch over to a spatula. That is all combined. That. Then stir in carrots and the walnuts. So about a cup of walnuts. Let's just measure it out and see how I did. Okay. Did basically what I needed. And then we're going to leave the rest, the walnuts, from top. Then the carrot as well. And we're going to just stir all of this until it's well combined. Do you like my little spatula? It's got sprinkles on it. And everything from Tiger, Flying Tiger. So. I don't like raisins in my carrot cake. I know that's something people do, but not me. I'm not a fan. So, whoopsies. I've got the recipe over there, a little off screen on my laptop. So it was just going into sleep mode. Okay, so that's about it. Here we go, there's the batter. Oopsies. Let's not tip it out, so it would be wonderful. And then now I'm just going to put this off to the side while we prepare our springform tricks. Easier way to do this probably. But what I do is I take the base of my springform, I put a piece of parchment or baking paper on top, I take the lid, press it on top, and close it. Maybe readjust a little bit so it's not as raggedy. Then I grab some scissors and I just cut around it. Yeah, it's not the best way, but it's worked for me so far. Pack it with the baking paper just to ensure it doesn't stick. There's one. I'm going to do two. This tape. Grab a little bit of the oil that I had before to wipe the around the edges with some oil so it doesn't stick. I'll just take a little pastry brush, go around the edges, make sure that nothing sticks and that it can come out cleanly. Oh, I did. Oops. I think I forgot the vanilla in there. So we'll add a little bit. Add a little bit. I did add everything else, didn't I? Yeah. No worries. Okay. Okay. So that's done. Now, just gonna add a little bit of vanilla in because I definitely forgot. I also measure this with my heart, so maybe I'd say like a teaspoon, honestly. Okay. So now that everything's there, we can distribute it into the two my baking pans. Oops. So we're just going to divide it equally. They're going to be a bit thinner layers, but that's no worries. Yeah, they're going to be quite small cakes, but they will rise. There we go. Now, I'm going to put those in the oven, which I have preheating behind me, and then we'll come back once it's ready to come out. Let's do a bit of a cleanup while we're at it. So, cakes are done. They're just cooling out of the oven. So I'm going to grab maybe this little knife to run it around to release from the edge. And then I'm going to just put them in the fridge. Oh no. Let's hope this is... Yeah. 7, 2, to cover them in cling wrap, put them in the fridge, let them cool, come back. In the meantime, let's go to do a bit of wedding planning. Icing, and so I'm going to use a little electric mixer here because it's going to make it a lot easier to whip the cream cheese and the butter and the sugar together. Also because I need to work on my upper body strength. So for now, just take the easy way out. So for this, we'll need about 113 grams of butter. So about half this block, just under half. Honestly, you can just do just less than half. Let's see if we get it right on the money. 115. Pretty decent. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Then we need 8 ounces. What? I need a Google because I don't speak ounces. What is 8 ounces in grams? 227. Okay. So this is like a 300 gram tub. I'm gonna put most of it. 227 grams. This is like room temperature cream cheese. Oopsies. 230, that's fine. Anyways. So, cream cheese. And then we're just going to mix this as well. Let me just get a little plate. So, we're going to mix medium-high speed, about 1 to 2 minutes. Oops, let's maybe take it off the scale. Add 440 grams icing sugar. Okay. So this is icing sugar, powdered sugar, confectioner's sugar, whatever you call it. So I'm going to put in 440 grams. Basically, like 90% of this. And then just a little dash of vanilla. Then I'm just gonna, because it's basically just powdered sugar, it's gonna be an absolute cloud. It's gonna be a big cloud. I'm just gonna start by kind of stirring it together a little bit, and then once I've got a majority mixed together, we can start whisking it with the mixer, just so we don't have as much to clean up. Okay, so it's just about mixed together. I like it. Okay. So this. Ooh. It's now done. And we'll just wait for the cakes to finish cooling, and then we'll assemble it. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Now it's time to assemble the final thing. I have a plate here, the cakes, 1, 2, the icing, and the leftover walnuts for a little decoration. That's what it's called. So let's get cakes out. Gonna flip it over. See, nearly dropped it. First, about half of the icing on top. I would like an offset spatula or something, but I don't have one of those. So I'm just using this random spatula that I have. Also lazy Susan. That's also on my not bucket list, my wish list. So yeah, just finishing up. This one's fine if there's crumbs in the middle, because we are going to put the other layer on top anyway. So that. Then the second one. thank you for watching the vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you like these and I'll continue them again. I'll start tomorrow. But yeah, I have to go do a bunch of dishes, get this cake back in the fridge, and yeah, love you all.